What's going on, everybody? Aaron Diard here. Hey, I wanted to make a quick video just for anybody in general and anybody that you know that might be looking to do this in the near future. Please feel free to share it with them. So I wanted to make a quick video on how to make the process easier if you're planning to either purchase a home in 2021 or do a refinance, whether it's for debt consolidation, just saving some money on a payments. Maybe you want to add some things to the house, all that. I wanted to make a quick video to try and help out to alleviate some of the stress that can be associated with getting a home loan, with borrowing money. And lately, and I'm going to blame it on the year 2020, but lately people seem to forget that they are borrowing money. And it's not $2, it's not $20, it's not $30, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I want to kind of go through the steps real quick on some things that if you're looking to buy a house this coming up year or to do a refinance, that can help alleviate some of that stress. So first of all, record number this year because of where interest rates are at. There's a record number of volume, and it's going to continue going into 2021. So there's only so many loan officers. There's only so many underwriters. There's only so many processors that are in there. Appraisers. There's only so many appraisers out there right now. So if you're in college and you're getting ready to graduate, being an appraiser might not be a bad gig for you at all. So things take longer than they used to. Also, because of the situation that we're in right now, things are double checked, they're triple checked, they're quadruple checked. It's all part of the system. No one ever wants to see 2008, 2009, 2010 happen again. So no one is picking on anybody. It's all part of the process. So I just want to kind of go through some things real quick that can help alleviate some of that stress. So loans are really not that complicated when you're going to buy a home or do a refinance. They're based on 5 pillars, and that's about it. It's cash. How much money do we have in the bank that we can verify? And if we have reserves that are required for a certain type of transaction, how much cash reserves do we have in the bank? For example, right now, if someone's doing an investment property or a refinance on investment property, reserves are important because, as we know, unfortunately, some people might not be able to pay their rent right now. So reserves are super important. If you're buying a house and using a loan that requires a down payment, how much cash is required for that down payment? Credit. Obviously, you got to be showing that you're paying your bills on time. It doesn't make sense if someone's having a problem paying a $50 Visa payment on time every month. It's hard to convince an underwriter that you're going to make a $2,000 payment. So make sure your credit's up to par and that you're paying things on time and tracking it. You can literally wake up at 8 o'clock early on a Saturday morning and spend 30 minutes online in your bank setting up automatic payments and bill payments. Income. How much money are you bringing in as opposed to what all your debts are? That's super important. We got to look at that. And job stability. You don't necessarily have to be in the same job for the past 2 years, but we're going to review your last 2 years' work history. And we want to make sure that you've had stable employment, stable income. And then finally, the property itself. So all those things can be perfect, but if when it rains or snows, you've got to move a pot or a pan around to collect water, lender's probably not going to lend on that house because that house is going to be the collateral for what is based on your loan. So cash, credit, income, job stability, and property. Now I want to get into the actual personal things on how to make it easier and less stressful for you. First and foremost, don't argue. Surrender to the process. Things are asked for a reason. No one's picking on you. And you have to remember at the end of the day, you're borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So those who have the gold makes the rules. That's the easiest way to say it. And we're all under strict federal regulations when money's being lended. We have anti-money laundering things that we have to abide by. So when we look at deposits and we're asking, what is this $300 cash deposit? It's not that it's not any of our business. It is our business because we're lending you that money, and we have to be able to verify and know where funds are coming from. So second, when you want to get pre-approved or you want to do a loan, get your required documents in a timely manner. Saying you want to do a loan or you want to get pre-approved and then disappearing for a month and then all of a sudden sending your documents over on a Sunday night at 10 o'clock at night and then expecting to have a pre-approval letter at 5:30 the following Monday morning isn't going to work. It takes us a while to review your documents and make sure everything's in line and make sure there's no holes or anything that's missed. That's honestly why most loans have issues, is because they weren't properly pre-approved or the due diligence wasn't done up front. So take the time to have all your documents and get them in a regular time frame, and then be patient. Especially if someone's self-employed, there's a whole thing that we have to do on someone's income to decipher their income. And if we're missing a couple of pages of their tax returns, we can't do it. It's like having a giant puzzle and you know what it's supposed to look like, but you're missing a couple of those puzzle pieces. You can't finish it. And then missing your appointments, scheduling an appointment with someone to borrow money and then missing that appointment and then getting upset because you're calling 2 hours later and we're in a scheduled appointment with someone else who honored their time. That's not okay either. So be patient, honor your appointments, honor your commitments. And then finally, the last one, initial loan disclosures. Initial loan disclosures are something that's federally mandated. Every bank, every lender has to use them. We use the same ones. And those are what legally allow us to start the process and start working on the loan for you. And without those, nothing happens. Your loan doesn't go to processing. We can't get the appraisal ordered. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't do that. So sitting on your loan disclosures and then calling 3 weeks later asking what's going on with your loan, nothing, because we don't have your initial disclosures back. So pay attention to what the people are telling you that they need to do your loan, for you to borrow money. That is the best way I can explain it. Go with the flow, have some patience, and be nice. We make our living getting loans closed. So I promise you, no one that is doing your home loan or your real estate agents that are helping you buy a house is trying to make anything harder for you, because we don't get paid until we get to the finish line. So I promise you, no one's picking on you and trying to make anything harder. Trust me, we do not want to make stuff any harder than it is to help get you to the finish line. And remember, at the end of the day, you're borrowing money. Banks are not required to give you that loan. So we have our set of rules. We have federal mandates we have to follow and do exactly what you're told to do. If we tell you we need all pages of your bank statements, even if the last one says intentionally left blank, don't take a picture of the first page and say that's good enough, figure it out. It's not good enough. That's not how it works. And you got to surrender the process. So I just wanted to make this quick video today. If someone's looking to buy a house, you're looking to do a refinance coming up in 2021, this will help you. Surrender the process, and it's really not that bad. When people get stressed out, it's usually because they're trying to do stuff their own way. Don't do that. Listen to the professionals. There's a reason we have to do things we have to do. And like I said at the beginning, no one ever, ever, ever wants 2008, 2009, 2010 to happen again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie The Big Short. That'll explain everything. But because of that, a decade ago, is also one of the reasons why we have to do things the way we have to do. So at the end of the day, remember, you're borrowing someone else's money. And if you're putting 30, 40% down, that's great. That decreases your risk. But at the end of the day, we're putting the rest down. So if you're putting 30% down, cool. We're putting 70% down. So just remember that. And at the end of the day, be nice. Everybody's on your side. Everybody's trying to help you. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you know someone that this might help, please feel free to share the video. Other than that, 2020, peace out. Everybody have a happy new year. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.